Boom.
Right there.
Sound check.
Hell yeah, man. I feel like we gotta... Well, here we go. Boom. Hot mic. I got Brian Cherwien in the hot seat tonight.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
Seat's real hot.
So, I feel like this is kind of a public service announcement at the top of the episode, and we're talking about catalytic converter theft.
It's real.
It's on the rise.
It could happen to a friend near you.
Yeah.
If you live anywhere where there's cars or Hondas.
I saw today that within the last calendar year, it's risen by 300% in the United States.
Yikes.
So, this just happened to me.
Because people are buying 300% more cars?
It could be population as well, but
there's a car shortage. Maybe if we weren't buying up all the cars, there wouldn't be a shortage and there wouldn't be a surplus of catalytic converters to steal. Man.
I like it.
You know what it is? It's just society.
Pick a side. And Brian's picked his side. He's on the side of the banditos.
I guess. I don't know what that means.
Bandits. Yeah, it was very unfortunate that that's how I returned from a week-long trip to long-term parking to...
Is this the first time you've had something like significantly vandalized or like stolen?
No.
Because that was both vandalism and theft.
Yeah. It is not the first time, sadly. It might be I had a few cars broken into where they smashed the window and the door was unlocked.
Oh, what a fucking hero.
That one hurts my feelings. Because it's like an older vehicle.
Dick.
Yeah, and I was like, why are they going after my POS Jeep Cherokee from 1991? Which, by the way, I loved that car.
Oh, great car. Was it a manual?
It was not. That would have been perfect.
That's okay. Those things.
2-door.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sport.
Mm-hmm. It was the Sport.
Hell yeah.
I would intentionally keep the doors unlocked, and yeah,
dude,
some jacko still smashed the window and stole an old, like, second generation iPod. Like, I didn't even have a charger for it. It was like this just lives in my car.
It'd be more work for him to find a charger for it than it would be to fucking pick on somebody else.
The worst was actually so somebody also broke the window of my car and took the backpack out of the front seat. Now, it was a really nice backpack. It was an Arc'teryx, but what was in it were all of my notebooks and journals for screenwriting. And it was about 7 years of screenwriting. So dialogue, screenplay ideas that I had. You couldn't have stolen a more personal thing from me.
Yeah.
And I stopped
like asking
writing
Tom Brady for his phone.
What?
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 I don't know.
I tried to figure that out in real time.
There might not have been anything to figure out. I don't know. That was just popped into my head.
That was fun. I liked it.
Anyway, a very personal thing.
Yeah. So this was, I don't know, maybe the biggest vandalism. What about yourself? Has this happened to you? Have you done this to anyone, you bandit?
Dude, when I was 5, the kid up the street talked me into throwing rocks at this guy's old truck, like the side window. So we threw rocks at it till we broke it, and then the neighbor lady saw us, and we got in trouble. So that was kind of the last time I did serious vandalism.
Uh-huh.
Got out at an early age.
That's good.
But when I was living in Colorado Springs, I had a floor jack stolen out of the driveway, and I had somebody siphon gas out of my truck once, and there was something more recent, and I can't even remember.
Now, is it right that the precious metals that you could harvest from a catalytic converter would be just a couple $100.
Dude, I was thinking like whatever they're turning them in for, they can't be getting more than like $30 for
Oh,
them.
Jesus.
Like, you saw the new one we looked at on the internet, and it was like $75.
Mm-hmm.
So what are they going to get for a used one?
That's a good point.
Like, I don't understand the economics of cutting people's car exhaust apart to make a few bucks.
So that's what I was reading, and like I did a ton of research on this, found out all about this rise in theft and that the Hondas in particular, the Honda Elements and Toyota Priuses are being targeted. I also saw that
hey, I bet Subarus with those partially zero emitting vehicles have really nice catalytic converters in them as well. Anyway, back to what you were saying.
You just put another one on the hit list. What they were saying was, and it doesn't sound like it's the metrics that you think it would be. They're saying that what the thieves are getting for the harvested precious metals is a couple $100, and that the average repair cost to the consumer, to the victim, is like $1,000. That's what it was saying.
So they're making themselves money while also stimulating the economy.
Yeah.
It's like,
you were coming at this in a totally different angle.
So did you get
This is
hit
great.
by Robin Hood?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. And
I like your angle on this.
Think about, we were talking about this earlier, like, he got you on the low-hanging fruit, and to repair your car is fairly simple, and it's a pretty easy fix. It's just pop in a new one. But like, he could have really did you dirty.
I can't believe you're on this guy's side.
Over,
and yeah, I'm going to assume his gender.
He didn't. Oh, I was just thinking about the lady that did that to you.
Yeah.
I bet she's mean.
That's just mean-spirited. No, that's so talk about that. It was the low-hanging fruit. They could have taken so much more and really gutted the...
Well, you have like 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they took like the last one down the line after your oxygen sensors.
Okay.
So like, driving without that wouldn't really make your car run any dirtier. It's just loud.
Okay. And it is loud.
Dude, it sounds good, dude. It sounds like every Honda Civic from between like 1986 and 1997. I was practicing that on my way over.
Loud, dude.
I thought it sounded good.
That's pretty close. I still hear those around. There's Yeah, were you ever into racing?
Import tuners?
Street racing? Yeah, import tuners.
I was like, those were super hot when I was like in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
That's like when Fast and the Furious came out when I was in 4th or 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the best one in the whole. Like, looking back, have you watched the original one lately?
No, not lately.
Have you watched?
It's the only one I've seen.
Have you watched any of them after Too Fast, Too Furious?
I didn't.
They're garbage.
I didn't see any of the sequels. They got crazy, man.
Yeah.
They got.
But like going
driving
back
through
and
buildings.
Watching the original, it's like, yes, this is what it was about.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have sponsored cars. It was like budget build street race cars that they used.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That was a way better movie than all the new ones.
What was your first car in high school?
A 1987 Toyota pickup.
Fuck yeah.
carbureted 22R.
Brings right up here.
Four wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All four of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you do any crazy modification to that truck?
Not in high school. It's kind of a Frankenstein now. In high school, I just mostly bounced it off rocks and tore up dirt roads and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, the guy I bought it from, he did a little bit of work, put a little bit of a lift on it, and I think he did the exhaust on it. So it ran real good. Still would if the timing chain would stay on the friggin' cam sprocket. But
is this the red one? Have I seen this pickup?
It's white.
Then no, I'm thinking of something. Did you ever have a red pickup?
I've never owned a red pickup.
Wow. I don't know whose car I'm thinking of.
All of my vehicles are, 3 out of the 7 I've owned, 3 out of the 5 I've owned, 3 out of the 6 I've owned. I don't know. 3 of them have been white. One was turd brown. The other was gray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the only thing I had with color is the motorcycle.
Well, I have... There we go. Okay, I confused your pickup truck with your motorcycle.
Easy to do.
Yeah.
A lot of torque in between those two.
No, I don't know whose truck I'm thinking of. What was your first bike?
2008 Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Classic LT.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that thing was fun.
Yeah.
But I have more fun on my dirt bike.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about the miles per gallon.
Mm-hmm.
But that thing was really fun. And it was pretty fast.
Where'd you ride this weekend?
Just up to like Red Feather Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I went up like, I don't know, where you dip off at Forks. And then I just bounced off on some dirt road. Went up and found some old Firewatch tower, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of took off into the woods, bounced around, took pictures of some trees.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, it's like, I don't know. I got introduced to Red Feather Lakes in my 1994 F-150, which drove like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And so like you drive around those dirt roads up there at like, I don't know, maybe 30, and that's like a rough ride. Dude, on that bike, I was cruising like all through the mountains at like 55 or 60.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, I don't know. That was fun.
That's dope, man.
And all I could think about, I have a friend, I won't say his name, but I think about it now every single time I get on my bike. But he calls it the bike that built the Taliban. And I think that's just absolutely hilarious because that bike is perfect for hauling ass at high elevations through the mountains.
Yeah.
And like they're built to eat sand.
Yeah. Wow, this is Taliban.
Yep.
It's a good nickname for the bike. I like that. Who said that? That was your buddy?
A buddy of mine.
A buddy of yours?
A buddy of mine.
Riding buddy?
We used to ride a little bit back in the day. But no, a buddy from Coolidge College, engineering buddy. Mm-hmm. But that's as much as information as you'll get.
You ever done long distance riding on your bike, like ride camp?
Yeah, like I rode 1,100 miles to Sturgis and 1,100 back.
Well, you were telling me about Sturgis. I didn't realize you went there and back on the bike. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's how you get those patches that say I rode mine.
Cool.
That way people know.
Okay.
Because when we were posted up at our camp, dude, these guys rolled in with their like I don't know, double axle bus size touring bus motorhome pulling a trailer with these, I don't know, probably $40,000 Harleys. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
cool guys.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. It was fun.
Yeah.
1,100 miles.
How many days are you there?
I think it was there like 8, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
8 days.
Mm-hmm.
Or 8 nights or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like a big old, I don't know, festival. There's live music everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
beer, motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So part of the story of yesterday is you were part of the rescue mission to get the Honda back up to Fort Collins. So we took down a car dolly and brought that thing back up here.
Mm-hmm.
So we had plenty.
Oh, did you get that turned in okay?
What's that?
Did you get that turned in okay?
That dolly?
Yeah.
You turned it in.
Yeah, I know, but like everything was in your name. So did they like call you or anything?
No, they didn't call me.
Nice.
Yeah. Huh.
Because they asked us. They said, do you know how to do the either online or the mobile, like
The check-in process? Yeah.
thing? And I was like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, because I was all flustered because that guy was being so slow.
That was rough.
That guy was.
He wasn't cross-eyed, but he was cockeyed.
He was the opposite of cross-eyed. It was like
Cattywampus?
I almost said that, but that's not the word. It might be cockeyed.
So you absolutely swooped in and did such a solid to help me get my vehicle back here.
Oh,
We had a lot of time to talk, and I was telling you about my buddy and last guest on the pod, Anthony Cross. He is the co-founder of Zeiser Motors, and when we were having our conversation about bikes, and one of their motto is putting the soul into the electric engine, something like that. I probably butchered it. But he was talking about kind of the spirit of riding, and the scenery is so important. He's like, look at Easy Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a cool movie because of the places where they're riding. It's Monument Valley.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not them stuck in traffic like in LA. Like
I-25 at like 4:30 on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Do you have an area or region that is just spectacular? Like, you're talking about Red Feather Lake. Are there any other places in the state or otherwise that are just spectacular and go-tos for you?
I have I guess go-to defaults just because it's like, well, I don't have all day, or this is like an easy loop to take. Usually go up around Stove Prairie Landing, out through Masonville and connect into Pooter. But really what I find is I'm pretty good at finding the times when other people aren't on the road.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's important.
What I like better.
Yeah.
So usually I get up and I'm out on a ride at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
Nice.
Nobody's up. People are all hungover, going to church and stuff. And it's
and you're like, I never went to bed.
Deuces. I'm still up.
Do you ski or snowboard?
I have snowboarded. I've never skied.
Were you that way with snowboarding too? You're like, I just want to go when no one else is on the mountain.
Oh, no. I'll just, as long as nobody is going to get pissed, but I'll just barrel down the side of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
The few times I went with my buddies who were all good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I basically learned how to snowboard on the hard trails.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like
Sink or swim.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it's like you're just bombing down the hill and you kind of fall and bounce off your back and pop back up and catch yourself and roll out of a few and get up and try again.
Where'd you do the most snowboarding?
I've been 3 times and I went to 3 different places.
Oh.
So
fair. That's fair.
Silver Mountain, Idaho, because we stayed overnight.
Because it was the longest day.
Because we stayed overnight.
Oh man.
Yeah. So a few hours, 3 hours.
That's great. Yeah, you got
Usually
a total of
at that
10
point,
under your
it's
belt.
Like, all right, I'm tired of having the wind knocked out of me. My thighs are tired.
Yeah.
Beer
me. Hot tub time. Yeah, I grew up skiing, and it was like ski racing, so it was like every day after school.
Okay, I'm
go to
going
the
to pick
mountain.
on you for being a skier, and everybody else who's a skier.
Pick on us.
How do you know that somebody skis?
Because they won't shut up about it?
Because they fucking tell you about it. Like,
man, that's such a lame joke now. That's just
I don't know,
insert.
I don't know
vegan,
anybody who
yoga,
snowboards, but
keto.
like, I know a bunch of people who ski. If that doesn't make much sense, but
no,
like,
if you're into snow sports, you're talking about it. That's
no, dude.
No, they're all assholes.
No, snowboarders don't talk about it. Snowboarders.
That
don't
is
talk
so
about
not true. They won't
as
shut up
much
about
as
the
skiers
narpow.
Talk about skiing. Fact. Dude, you want to know how somebody went skiing over the weekend? Because that's all you hear about.
I agree. That's
But
it is super
when
lame to
people
hear
go
about the snow.
snowboarding, they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, me and my buddies went snowboarding," and like that's all you hear. It's like,
You're
right on,
so
man.
full of shit.
No, tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I have heard people who snowboard about their trips ad nauseum. It is, yes. I think they're all obnoxious.
Oh, for sure. Everybody in the world is obnoxious.
Yeah. I just told you that I used to ski and grew up skiing.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a good leading part of the conversation, but apparently it's a roadblock.
Oh, let's hear about you growing up skiing. What did that involve? Do you have any stories associated with that?
A la pizza and then French fries. Pizza, French fries.
Like, is it on the way or we having pizza and French fries?
That's how you teach little
when You're
kiddos.
supposed to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time. That's right.
Oh, that was a great episode.
Don't be a darsh.
So anyway, you like skiing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Are you good at it?
Yeah.
What kind of tricks can you do?
Helicopters.
Really?
Screaming Siemens.
Really?
Daffies.
I did 3 of those this morning.
Oh, did you stretch out first?
No, and I didn't after either words, and I'm paying for it.
I don't know how to follow that.
A screaming semen? Is that really a
It's
name?
really a trick. Actually, I cannot do that. It's the most insane thing. Okay, so
Is
so
it better than like a Mick twist?
So a wait, a Mick twist? That's a snowboarding. That's like a Mick twist?
I think it's scat birds.
I don't remember the park terms anymore.
I just remember it from Rocket Power.
What is that? Is that a boarding movie?
You never watched Rocket Power?
No, tell me about it.
You're too old.
Apparently.
It was a cartoon on Nickelodeon back when I was a youngster.
Okay. Do you want to know what a screaming seaman is?
I have an idea, but yes, I would like you to show me what one is.
So the daffy is you're splaying your legs like this.
Okay.
You're kicking both legs out. It doesn't look that great unless you're an Olympic mogul skier because they fucking rock that trick. But what you're doing is you go all the way out and then you cross your skis. So now you're locked in this like death fall, and then you just take them right back out. But you have to have a lot of air time to do it. I cannot do that trick. I've never attempted that trick. But that's what a screaming seaman is.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
I've never attempted.
I was a ski racer.
Oh, really?
So I go really fucking fast.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm not the best, clearly, but
you're fast.
I'm real fast.
Does being tall help or hurt?
I'm athletic for skiing. I think that's the only factor here. Me being tall
like
doesn't give me any
aerodynamic, but you have weight to get you down the hill faster.
Yeah. Well, and that was a downside was I didn't weigh enough. The most I probably weigh that now. But when I was in high school, I was trying to gain weight so I would be quicker down the slopes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the slalom, so you're
Were
the
you
one
having to, like,
where you're
keep
slapping
your
down
Snickers
gates.
bars and stuff?
I was doing peanut butter milkshakes twice a day.
Up the rear?
Yeah, enemas. Of course.
Yikes. Dedication.
How do you drink your milkshakes? I sit on them.
Are you kidding me, dude? Have the peanut butter get stuck in my teeth? What? Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was trying to put on weight, and that was a disadvantage because I was a skinny mini. Definitely my nickname in high school on the race team was Skeletor. I was all rib cage.
Wasn't expecting that. I thought you were going to say scrawny. Skeletor.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
so you've grown.
So I
into your
raced.
Rib cage.
Ooh, so I raced until my senior year. I was the captain of the team, and I got kicked off the team.
Whoa! Bum bum bum.
For
Ski
smoking.
team drama.
For smoking cigarettes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bad boy.
Ripping heaters to stay warm in the snow.
Bad boy. Yeah. Bad boys for life.
Nice. The bad boy of the ski club.
Uh-huh. No, so dumb. And I told my parents. I was like, yeah, they kicked me off for smoking. They were like, not cigarettes. They don't kick you off for cigarettes. It had to have been weed. And I was like, I swear to God, this is not a cool story. It was for cigarettes. And they're like, we're calling the school. And they're like, wow, what a dork for smoking a square.
Oh, that's funny.
But it was a bunch of drama, and I was super pissed. I was doing pretty well in my region. I was ranked third in regionals.
Did you just show up to the races
No,
anyway
third in
as,
state.
like a disguised bandit?
No, so
that would have been awesome.
So I raced state. I took third, and then I raced regionals, and I placed. Anyways, my final, like I had a couple more races to round out the season, but we'd already done these big races.
Mm-hmm.
And so they let me, like the smoking happened way, way before here. Then they let me race because I was their, one of their top skiers. And then in one of my last races, I think I had one of two, I'm in the starter box. So we're in skin tight spandex with maybe a layer of like capilene in between. And we got these big jackets and tearaway pants and stuff because as soon as you tear those away, like your muscles that need to perform are freezing cold.
Yeah.
Like the worst possible thing. So people are like rubbing your legs and stuff, and you get in the starter box and you're getting your like energy and your adrenaline amped, and you're stomping your feet, and some people would like growl. It's fucking weird. And they come and pull me back out and say, you're not going to race. And then my assistant coach like takes me to the side, and he was kind of a meek guy, and he really had trouble telling me this and was like averting eye contact. But he was like, Mike, you can't race tonight, and you're off the team because of the smoking incident at Crystal Mountain like 5 weeks ago or something. I can't remember the time frame because it's so many years ago.
Yeah.
But it was that level of bullshit and fuckery.
Dude.
That was the hardest thing. I had to then ski down next to the course. So I ski in the open, and it's the last course I would have ever run. Like, it was just like, and I don't get to touch it. And I had my best season.
Dude, they just wanted to make an example out of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I wasn't a bad, like, rebellious kid.
Not in their eyes, dude.
Yeah. Do you want to? Okay, here's
the bad boy
here's the
of
full
ski.
story. You want to know the story about getting caught smoking?
Yeah.
This is what happened. We were on this ski trip, and one of the chaperones was probably our second best skier, or maybe our first best. She was better than I am as far as in her division. Her father was a retired cop and a bit of a racist. And we went out. So we went out to dinner with the whole team. Obviously, we go to this pizza place. I think we had just gone and saw.
God, dude, that's the second time we've talked about pizza, dude. I want one.
All right, well, we might have to get one.
Anyway.
It's funny. I think we all just went and saw Castaway in the theater.
Nice.
That was our team outing. Then we go get pizza, and this cop is like getting buzzed off a pitcher of beer. He's getting a little bit lit, and he's just popping off about all these racial stereotypes. And
a cop?
He's a retired cop. And he's
not in like uniform?
He's not in uniform.
Okay.
And he's a chaperone.
I was like, whoa.
Is he just twirling a nightstick?
Some on-duty cop bellied up to the bar, like twirling his nightstick, with literally just the pitcher he's drinking out of.
Oh my god! So this is a parent,
honorable guy doing his thing on his own time.
Yeah, off the clock. He's a parent and a chaperone, and he starts giving all his opinions on different races and all of like. This said group is like this, and he keeps going on, and he keeps calling black people coons. and so I finally say, like, I speak up, and I'm like, all right, I'm the team captain. This is me getting on my soapbox, and I was like, none of us appreciate you talking this way. Like, you have to stop with this. Like, you are a person of authority. You are influencing us right now. And so I told him off, and it didn't end there. And he then berated me, and I left the restaurant and walked across the parking lot to a convenience store and bought a pack of cigarettes because I was 18.
Oh my God.
This is months before graduation.
You terrible
I was old for my
person.
Yeah. Now we go back.
I should never ski again.
We all go back to the hotel. I should never be allowed to ski. We go back to the hotel, and I am staying in his room. He is my chaperone. And so we go back into the hotel room, and he continues to get, like, he's kind of lit at this point, and he continues to go in on me. And this
is wild.
Yeah. So I go outside, and I start smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, well, this is the only legal thing I can do because I'm 18. So I bought some nicotine, and they can't touch me for that. And even my assistant coach, who was the one who ended up pulling me out and actually taking me off the team on that last race, he came up to me and he was like, I heard there was a confrontation and we talked casually the whole time, and I'm like, yeah, and he was saying some pretty messed up shit, and I'm just not cool. And he says nothing about the cigarette the entire interaction. He's just like, I see your side. And he's like, okay, well, let's just keep it civil, and maybe when you go back in the hotel room, don't antagonize him in any way, and just go to bed.
Tricks on him in his sleep.
He put it to bed, and like we put it to bed figuratively, like, okay, let's let this be water under the bridge, and we'll go. The smoking was never even an incident until I was in that booth. So I have no idea what happened. And then like the next day, this was probably, races were all through the week. So this was like a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night. We had a race. The next day, I go to talk to, who would it be? The sports administrator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I'm like, what the fuck? You guys just absolutely trounced my last race. Like, in my high school career. Like, this is a major offense. And he went super hard on, he was just like, and it was a contract I'm sure I signed where it was like no controlled substances will be consumed by any athletic player of this school. But what's funny is that athletic administrator was notorious for smoking in his car. So,
oh, dude,
his name was Mr. Neeson, and yeah, I remember that was always a thing. Like, did you see Mr. Neeson smoking in the parking lot this morning? So I was just like, you smoke, dude.
You get it.
Yeah. Why? Is it because we stress you out?
No, it's my ex-wife.
It's my goddamn kids.
Oh.
So yeah, that's my getting kicked off the ski team story.
Gnarly. That's insane. That's not at all like how I thought that was gonna go.
It's got some twists and turns.
There was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a good story.
Thank you.
I was just trying to think if I had any good stories. I do. I can't think of any, but
for legally binding reasons.
I'll just say I'm almost rather impressed I've never been arrested at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've talked to the cops more times blacked out than I have not blacked out.
Hey, then it didn't happen.
I'll never know.
Oh my God. You ever been put in bracelets?
No. Like, I've always talked my way out of it.
Nice. Even blacked out.
Blacked out of my mind.
That's awesome.
Like, woken up and like,
ooh,
oh yeah, the cops were here last night. And your buddy's like, dude, you were talking to him for like an hour.
You fixed part of their
business card.
You
like,
fixed part of his
nobody got
cruiser.
arrested, huh?
What if you're just under the hood tinkering? Like, he's like, I got this weird rattle in the cruiser here.
Dude, you should see my Toyota.
Yeah.
Fires right up.
My dad has an ultimate set of tools. I can fix it.
Yep.
Can you recall any wild story about you that was told to you and you have no recollection of it?
Yeah.
Are you willing to share?
Yeah, now, but I'm on the spot right now, so I'm like, I can't think of any. There's got to be like a dozen.
Can I give a bad vandalism story that I was involved with that I'm not proud of?
Sure.
While you mull it over, this is quick.
Yeah.
So. Oh. End of story. Go.
No, I don't know. It's not that good of a story if you weren't there.
Tell it into the microphone.
All right. So, I was living with a couple of buddies. It was me and two buddies, and we lived basically equal distant from a large river and like the town strip of bars.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was like an eighth of a mile either way, so it was like we'd go get smashed and then we go down to the river and whatever, and it was a lot of fun stuff. Anyway, we were raging one night, just obliterated, and I called it a night. I was like, done. And my room was in the second floor, or was on the second floor, and my window was open. And a little history, I think by this point, this was probably one of the last times the cops got called. But in the 4 months we lived there, we had the cops at our house like 15 times.
Yeah.
For noise complaints and other shit. So
it happens.
This was like time number like 12 or 13 probably. And
you were known at this point.
Right? And
these guys again.
Well, they clearly did. You'll know that they didn't know who I was. So I had called it a night. I was done partying. And my buddy came up and was trying to wake me up. And he's like screaming like, get up! Get up! And so the cops... So he wasn't getting anywhere with that. And he goes downstairs. There's a knock at the door. And I was like kind of coming to. Not really. Like I don't really remember everything. But what my buddy told me is the cops were like, yeah, we heard a lot of commotion. Like some guy named Brian, it sounded like you were trying to get him out of your house or something like that. And I stumbled down the stairs in nothing but like some old football shorts.
Okay. All right. Picture it.
Stumble down the stairs like hammered drunk. And my buddy's like trying to talk to the cops. His friends who had just met me were sitting like on the couch like, oh my God, like we weren't planning on dealing with the cops tonight. And so I stumble down the stairs and I'm just like, what? I'm Brian. I live here. And these cops are like, what? And they ended up like, they were just like, you guys need to keep it down. But like, I don't know, they thought they were about to bust this party up. Thought they were trying to, I don't know, my buddy was trying to kick me out or something, but it was like, nah, dude, I live here.
I'm here to stay.
In my house.
I thought you said you didn't want to come back out here tonight.
That landlord, I don't think I ever talked to wearing a shirt.
Sorry, I was in my head.
I don't think
took
the
me
landlord ever saw me.
2
with
extra
a shirt
beats
on.
to process that. That's fantastic.
Like, including the night he told us, like, we had to leave.
You're just, like, scratching your belly.
Dude, so
what you're saying is...
What, we gotta go? Is it because you don't like us none?
Just picking at your belly button.
Dude, so, like, there's this big miscommunication. And, like... Part of the deal is we were gonna like basically remodel his rental in exchange for rent. So like basically what we worked came off of rent.
Mm-hmm.
he thought we were gonna do it like one room at a time. And we thought he was just gonna pay us as we went.
Uh-huh.
So we gutted the place. Like, just ripped things out. And then we were like, hey, dude, here's how much we've spent. So that's basically a month's worth of rent. So we'll, I guess, deal with this, next.
How do you want to square up?
Yeah, we'll deal with this next month. And after like 2 months of that, he goes, dude, what are you guys doing? Like, and he showed up and the place was like bare bones and like
just rubble.
Like, I don't know, 3 out of 7 walls were painted and like it wasn't good. And he was really pissed. And he basically put the whole kibosh on that. And
yeah.
He was just like, you guys are just going to start paying me rent.
Uh-huh. Because this is costing me money.
Well, it was like, no, dude, we're still going to, like, complete.
We're going to finish it.
But it was like, we need you to keep like letting us not pay rent so we can go buy carpet and shit like that. And he was like, "Wait, what? What are you guys doing?"
Were you guys making all the choices within the house too, or did
that's what we were doing or going to do?
So you didn't have his master vision for what the remodel was going to look like. You guys were like, "Hold my beer, I got this."
I had what my
I'll hold my beer.
I had what my buddy was telling me, and my buddy had what he thought.
Oh, it's like
guy was saying
a game of telephone situation where
and so like the guy kind of I think just thought we were gonna like paint the walls and I don't know, maybe put up new blinds or stuff like that. And we were like ripping out cabinets and counters and like we're like, yeah, dude, we're gonna put in all new counters.
We're gonna need 22.
Dude, as long as we're working to overhaul this house, dude, we don't have to pay rent, and he'll pay for it all.
Oh,
meanwhile, the cops are at the house every weekend.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was awesome, dude. You should have been there.
I should have been. So what I got tallied here is tile, new tub, toilet. It's gonna be about 22 grand.
Dude,
we got the nice stuff.
Oh, dude, we removed doors and like.
Wait, removed like the frame?
Oh no.
No, okay.
But like we
so you were just taking down walls.
It was us three dudes, so we basically made a no door policy. And so I think we ended up destroying the doors in a drunken rage one night.
Just running through them?
No, they were like solid doors.
Oh.
This
so
was
you're
like
sledging them?
This was a house built in the late 30s.
Yeah.
And so it's like, dude, like under all that carpet and linoleum we ripped up were like solid hardwood floors.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. We did the guy a favor.
Uh-huh. What year was this?
You're welcome. 2013. Summer of 2013.
Nice.
I believe. Yeah. No. Nope.
I don't think it matters.
2012. Summer of 2012. That's right.
And how long were you guys under that roof?
4 months.
Yeah, okay.
Moved in July, and our big hoorah was a Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had to be out on the 1st of November.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it was awesome. It was an awesome party. I don't remember a lot of it.
That might be my favorite party holiday.
I'm having flashbacks, but like I really don't remember that much of it. I know there was a lot of people there, and that was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
So,
like I said, party holiday.
Like there was,
I think Halloween wears the crown.
People, dude.
Yeah. There was
a lot, dude.
There could have been 24.
Plus, I was seeing doubles and triples, so
yeah,
packed house.
Yeah, we're not letting you do the head count. So Brendan, at his home in Denver, through one of the wildest. My brother, Brendan, your buddy.
I have a story. Just don't let me forget it.
I don't know what it is.
I know. I'm gonna give
you. Can't. You don't forget it.
Don't forget your story.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
Mine's not long.
I know, but I will forget in 2 seconds.
Halloween. So many people
commandeering a citizen's vehicle.
Okay.
Circle back to me on that.
That's your safe word? Safe phrase? Okay. Cool. I like that. I'm going to wrap mine up quickly. Brendan, my brother, threw a big party in his house. Cops came multiple times.
Nice.
And we were Bert and Ernie.
Multiple times at the same party.
Yeah.
Nice. That's how you know it's a good one. When they come back and they're like, you guys were serious.
Yeah. Multiple times it went
you can't arrest us all.
That was an epic, yeah. And Brendan and I were Bert and Ernie. That's who. Yeah.
Of course you were.
Okay, that's it. Apprehending a citizen's vehicle.
Yeah.
Commandeering? No, what did you do?
Forcefully exerted myself as the alpha.
Oh, all right.
First time I got kicked out of a bar in Fort Collins, I believe.
Just the first time.
Yeah, I think I've been kicked out of a couple. Dude.
Sorry, no. This is a no judgment zone.
Oh man, this one bowling alley. It was like every time I went there, I got kicked out. Like half a dozen, maybe 8 times.
Do you feel it when you're walking in?
Of like high school to through college, it's like every time I go there, I get kicked out.
Do you know it in your head when you're walking through the doors? You're like, I am not gonna leave on my own.
The dude who looks exactly like Troy Polamalu is gonna fucking throw me out again.
Who's Troy? Who's Troy Polamalu?
Dude, he was the safety for the Steelers, number 43.
Cool.
Hall of Fame.
You could have just said football player.
Oh, he's the man. He's the dude who he was like Hawaiian, has like long hair. Bro, you know who
Momoa.
he is. What? Did you call me?
I think I can picture him.
Is this clear?
Yes.
What?
Huh?
Anyway.
The guy who looks like Troy Polamalu is going to throw me out of the bowling alley.
Like him, and it was just like I remember at least 2 or 3 times coming out of a blackout talking to this guy, and he's fucking like pissed at me. It's like, dude, sorry, man, I'll just leave. I just walked off a few times. Like, you know, they're like sitting there trying to deal with like this drunken, disorderly person, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry, man, I'll leave. And I just walked off. It was like, I don't know, 2.5 miles from like anywhere.
Okay, first time in Fort Collins getting kicked out of a bar.
Oh yeah, it was right after the Super Bowl. I think it was either when the Eagles beat the Patriots or the one before that. Can't remember.
You tell me.
I don't know.
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
That was right. Those two played. And they won. Couple decades later. Anyway, whatever.
I can't fact check you on that.
It was a Super Bowl. And I got hammered.
No.
And then we left and went to more bars. And okay, I have this weird thing about me that like I attract the crusty people. Like bums. Like on the streets.
Love you.
Dude, they like make eye contact with me and then like beeline it for me, and it's like, bro, get out of here. Like,
putting hands on you?
If I'm walking anywhere in a downtown, they like seek me out and walk up to me and talk to me. Like,
do you catch a bum?
They don't just holler at me and be like,
"Hey,
yo!"
Do you catch a bum hug every now and then?
No. I would love for that. I'd swing.
Yeah.
That's why.
To the body?
You know, because he's a bum.
Yeah.
You remember Talladega Nights? Ricky Bobby?
Yeah, I do remember that.
The line where John C. Reilly's talking about Jesus, and he's like, I'm about to walk up and hit him one, you know, because I think he's just a dirty old bum. Turns out it's Jesus.
I forgot all about
I'm about to just swing him one, you know, because he's a bum.
You know, because he's a bum. I forgot about that. That's good.
But where was I going?
The Crusties.
Crusty people magnet to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why was I telling you about that?
Because you were outside this bar and you're still about to commandeer a vehicle. We're inside. Okay.
Inside the bar.
Inside fucking outside.
I'm just sitting at the bar. Like, it's me on the very end, the people I'm with. And then I just end up talking to this old crusty guy at the bar. Because he starts talking to me. And he's plastered and slurring his words and just like rambling, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to the bathroom. And I guess while I was in the bathroom, the bartender said to the people that I was with, he was like, "Hey, your boy's getting kicked out." And then I walked out of the bathroom and the bouncer was like, "Hey, man, you got to go." And I don't know really what I did.
Yeah.
But we went to another bar and drank more.
Yeah.
Then I started getting really drunk. Like, have you ever been to the point where it's like you're getting drunker by the second? Like,
sure, I'm sure.
Like, you're looking at your phone and the words are like turning more and more into cursive.
They're starting to rotate and change fonts in front of you.
Yeah, and so I was like, I got to figure out how to get us home. Like, we're all fucked up. Well, it was me and my girlfriend at the time. We left our friends because we were both getting really drunk. And I was like starting to like panic because it's like, dude, I'm getting really like way drunker than I'm getting drunker by the second. Like, I can see myself getting more drunk. And so I somehow downloaded Lyft. Almost signed up to become a driver. But I thought...
But not tonight.
But I thought that I had successfully ordered a Lyft. And so I'm like sitting there waiting, and what felt like 20 minutes, which was probably like 45 seconds, maybe a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Goes by, and this black minivan like rolls up and parks like in a space, and I was like, boom, that's it.
That's my ride.
And I walk up, open the passenger door, and I was like, you need to take me and my girlfriend home right now, dude. And I just got in and closed the door. And he took us home. And I woke up the next morning, and I was like looking at my phone like for the receipt from Lyft.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. I don't think that was a Lyft.
That was some good Samaritan that I bullied
into giving me a ride home.
Wow.
Like, I straight up just he pulled into the parking space, and I was maybe like, I saw him coming. Mm-hmm. Like, I saw this van, and I was like, that's our ride. That's our ride.
And we're not taking no for an answer.
And so by the time he like stopped and parked, I was like a couple steps away, and I just opened the door and I was like, yo, I need you to get us home right now.
Oh my God.
Not an option.
Open up your phone the next day and you see you just haven't even placed the order yet. Like, it's just.
So I was like, what the hell? And I was like looking through the Lyft app, and it was like halfway through like the setup for like signing up to be a driver.
I haven't even signed the terms and agreements.
Yeah, because yeah.
You truly did just commandeer a vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a really risky move, but I was pretty sure I had it.
It's probably one of the only times I've ever been thrown out of a bar was at the end of we were with a big group of golfers. Everyone loved golfing, and we did not like 9 holes. So it was 9 different bars.
Were these your ski buddies?
They were walking to. If only. Those guys are such tchotchke assholes. So 9 bars. So at the 9th bar, you're barely hanging on to consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I thought, this is a good time to try and pick somebody up. And
wait,
I see this beauty at the bar, and I'm with my buddies.
You've got to understand, I've got 2 paths I'm going down.
What?
Keep going.
And I'm with my guy, and I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to her right now. And they're like, do it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Dude, you should just go talk to her, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
So I slam my
talk
beer.
to her, dude. What's the worst that's gonna happen, bro?
I slam my beer, and then I slam my beer, and the pint glass shatters in my hand. Do you see that perfect little crescent scar?
Nice.
I look down, and I pull a piece of glass out of my hand, and I put it on the table, and I just start walking over to her. And blood is just dripping all behind me. I'm leaving a trail of blood. And I start talking to her, and I'm like trying to hide my hand, and she's like, "You're bleeding on your legs." So I like grab a handful of cocktail napkins, and I start like wrapping up my hand, and it's bleeding through. Like, it's real bad. Like, I need some stitches. And she walks away, and I'm like, God, what a bitch. She just didn't get me. And I like,
she just didn't get me.
I walk back to my friend's table. I think they've all like bailed on me in embarrassment. Or here's my second theory. I walked back to the wrong table, and they weren't there because it was the wrong table. A bouncer immediately approaches, and he's like, dude, you are bleeding everywhere. You have to leave. And it was early days of cell phones. I was like desperate to be like, what if I don't even know how to operate this thing right now? Like, I need to get in touch. Take me by the shoulders, take me out to the sidewalk. It wasn't a violent exit. It was just like, you bleed out here.
Dude. Oh man, I had a story that I forgot. Oh, did I already tell that one? Anyway, I had another one that you just made me think of.
Do it.
I don't know why you made me think of it, but one time in college, I was out drinking, and I came to at like, I don't know, 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning, like out on this county road, like 5 miles away from where I was living at the time, like out in the middle of nowhere.
Convenient.
And it's fucking raining. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing? And so I see like these lights. It was a apartment complex, and I stumble in, and I just pound on the first apartment I could find. And, well, I saw that they had a light on.
Uh-huh.
Like it looked. Anyway, people were up. So I pound on this door. They answer the door, and I was just like, hey, dude, I need help getting a taxi. I don't know where I am. My phone's dead. Like, you got to help me out. And they were like, what the fuck?
Who's this lunatic?
Yeah.
That's not the worst move. Did they help you out?
Yeah.
They called you a cab?
Yeah. But could you imagine, like...
No. You're right. I can't imagine getting that knock on the door. And then that's how I meet.
Hey, man, I don't know where I am. I'm really drunk.
I can't.
You got to help me out now. Dude, you just put that responsibility on innocent people.
Yeah.
Ha! It's your job now to take care of me. You're the only person who knows I'm not okay.
That would be a wild way of meeting you.
Dude, think about how many people have met me under those circumstances.
Multiple.
Oh, there's probably been so many. But like, what was that? Dude, did you see that guy at that party, like, licking the windows?
other people have stories in their repertoire that are about some crazy wild man.
And I'm usually
And it's
that
you.
guy.
And
yeah.
it's you.
Yeah.
Brian, you're a
oh
wild
my God,
man.
we were at this party and this guy just drank the bong water.
Oh, no. And then puked in the fish tank.
Nope.
No?
Shotgun.
That wasn't
beer.
you? Yeah.
I didn't puke it.
Wash it down. Oh, you did drink it?
Oh, yeah. That used to be my party trick.
Oh,
It started because we had this, it was called like the Stoner Achievements list.
oh.
And like, I don't know, you have to do all these super cool things while you're smoking weed. Basically. Like.
Isn't just smoking weed cool
I don't
enough?
No, dude, you have to one up it. Like, I can't even think of a good one. But anyway, one of them was like, you gotta like drink the bong water or something like that. And I was like,
You got
whoa.
real good at it?
Well, I was like, it's really not that bad. So if it's gonna freak all you guys out, I'll keep doing it.
I've been doing this since I was a baby.
But yeah, one of them was like, sorry, I can't remember. There was like, it was
Dude,
like a whole list
no.
of them, and it was like this whole group effort.
It's for next time.
Yeah.
This is this is our little segment where we tell drunk stories and trouble and mischief. And yeah. You are a wild dude. And
so you have a very serious decision to make now. I'm gonna sideline and hijack the whole conversation.
All right, I'm gonna love this.
I am a proponent of like, this is gonna blindside you, but like, you shouldn't like mess with things that haven't been messed with. Like if they've already been messed with, like mess with them all you want. Your car's officially been messed with now.
Uh-huh.
You can go the route of like trying to make it normal and regular again, or now's the time to start souping it up.
Yeah. Can we go full Mad Max on it?
You want to turbocharge it?
Whew. Let's
It's
start
the same thing as a Honda Civic.
Let's start with
It's plug and play, dude.
with a Frankenstein
$200
sound
on
system
eBay.
like you have.
Oh, dude, I just got to rebuild one of the 6 amps I fried.
Did it happen yesterday?
No?
No.
No, this was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
I bought all these cheap Russian amplifiers and I kept cooking them on accident.
That's not how we're gonna end this. We're gonna end with you are a wild man. I want to hear more of your stories. That was super fun.
Remember more of them. I used to be able to remember more.
Not tonight.
I haven't told
I
them
am
in
burnt
so
out.
long.
I'm
Did I burn you out?
no.
You want to do burnouts?
Burnouts. Yeah. Is that when you supercharge the element?
Yeah, we'll do burnouts in the element that has no exhaust and just be that.
We're gonna add an
be
H.
those guys on a Monday night.
We'll add an H to the front of the logo. It's
the Hellement.
The Hellement.
It's like a Hellcat, but better. But
Brian,
you've never heard of it.
You're a great guest. You're
Thanks.
a wild man.
You're a
This
good
one
host.
was close to unairable, but we're gonna do it anyways for blackmail.
Unairable? What'd I say?
No, what did I say? I blacked out. Where am I?
You'll have to remind me of this in the morning.
What month is
Week.
it?
Are the cops here?
Yeah. For the 3rd time. This has been Hot Mike. We're out.